Hello everyone, this is Meenakshi Rana. In this video, I am going to discuss ex situ conservation, top 10 zoological parks and captive breeding. So let's begin with ex situ conservation. Ex situ conservation is the technique of conservation of all levels of biological diversity outside their natural habitats through different techniques like zoo, captive breeding, aquarium, botanical garden, and gene bank. Now let's see what is zoo. A zoo is a place where animals live in captivity and are put on display for people to view. The word zoo is short for zoological park. Zoos contain wide varieties of animals that are native to all parts of the earth. Zoos not only act as places of entertainment and observing animals' behavior, but are also as institutions, museums, research laboratories, and information banks of rare animals. There are 72 zoological parks in India. In this video, we will learn about top 10 zoological parks. First one is Arignar Anna Zoological Park. It is India's largest zoo. It has a big collection of animals like tiger, leopard, lion, wild dog, etc. It is also known as the Vandalur Zoo. Located in Vandalur, is in the southwestern part of Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It was established in 1855. Now, second one is Nandankanan Zoological Park. It is situated in Bhubaneswar state of Odisha and established in 1960. It was opened to the public in 1979 and became the first zoo in India to join World Association of Zoos and Aquariums in 2009. Nandankanan meaning the Garden of Heaven. The zoo is home to about 1660 individual animals representing 166 species including 67 species of mammals, 81 species of birds and 18 species of reptiles. Endangered species such as the Asiatic lion, crocodiles, Nilgiri langur, Indian pangolin, mouse deer and countless birds, reptiles and fish have been breeding successfully at Nandankanan. Third one is Indira Gandhi Zoological Park. It is located among Kambala Konda Reserve Forest in Vishakhapatnam. This zoological park is named after the former Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. It was declared open to the public on 19 May 1977. The zoo park has different sections for primate, carnivores, small mammals, reptiles and birds caged in their natural ambience. Now next is Shri Chamarajendra Zoological Garden. Shri Chamarajendra Zoological Garden, popularly known as Mysore Zoo, is one of the oldest zoos of the country. Established in 1892 and is home to a wide range of species. After that, Nehru Zoological Park. It is located at a distance of 16 km from Hyderabad. Nehru Zoological Park was opened to the public in the year of 1963. It is one of the largest zoos of India, run by Forest Department, Government of Telangana. The zoo has been named after Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of the country. The Nehru Zoo Park boasts of almost 1500 species of birds, mammals and reptiles. Now next one is Alipur Zoo. The Alipur Zoo, also known as the Calicut Zoo or the Zoological Garden of Alipur, is the oldest zoological park to have been established in 1876 and is a major tourist attraction in Kolkata, West Bengal. It covers 46.48 acres. It is probably best known as the home of now expired Aldabra giant tortoise and Vaita, who was reputed to have been over 250 years old when he died in 2016. After Alipur Zoo comes Sakkarborg Zoological Garden. It is also known as Sakkarborg Zoo or Junagadh Zoo, sprawling over an area of 200 hectares. It was opened to the public in 1853. In the year 2003, management of zoo inaugurated a natural history museum in a large hall in the veterinary hospital. People can visit the Sakkarborg Zoo as here one can spot Asiatic lion roaming freely. Some of the fauna include panther, deer, antelope, wild boar, blue bull, black buck and spotted deer. Next one is the Thiruvananthapuram Zoo. It is also known as Trivandrum Zoo. It is located in the city of Thiruvananthapuram, the capital of Kerala. It occupies 55 acres of woodland, lakes and lawns. It is one of the oldest zoos in India. It was established in the year 1857 by Maharaja of Travancore. The zoo is home to about 82 species of animals that include lion-tailed macaque, Nilgiri langur, Indian rhinoceros, Asiatic lion, Royal Bengal tiger, white tiger, Asian elephants, giraffes and zebras, etc. Then comes Kanpur Zoological Park. It is one of the oldest zoological parks in India. It has been established and opened for the public on 4th February 1974. It is the largest open green space in Kanpur and largest zoological park in North India. Originally a natural habitat for fauna, it is one of the few zoos in India created in a natural forest. The first animal to arrive at the zoo was an otter caught by a fisherman from the Chambal River. Mammals at the zoo include white tigers, leopard, black bear, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, monkeys, langur, etc. Some monkeys and deer are allowed to roam outside the enclosures as natural inhabitants of the zoo. Now last but not the least is G.V. Pant High Altitude Zoo. Pandit Govind Ballabh High Altitude Zoo is a high altitude zoo situated in Nainital, Uttarakhand. It was established in 1984 and opened to the public in 1995. It is situated on the Sherkadanda hill at a height of 2100 meters above sea level and is spread over 4.6 hectares. It is the only high altitude zoo in the North India besides those in Darjeeling and Sikkim. So these were the top 10 zoos or zoological parks of India. Now I am going to tell you about captive breeding. It is also known as captive propagation is the process of maintaining plants or animals in controlled environments such as wildlife reserves, zoos, botanical gardens, and other conservation facilities. It is sometimes employed to help species that are being threatened by human activities, such as habitat loss, fragmentation, overhunting or fishing, pollution, predation, disease, and parasitism. Captive breeding techniques begin with the first human domestication of animals such as goats and plants like wheat. At least 10,000 years ago, these practices were then expanded with the rise of the first zoos, which started as royal menageries in Egypt. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.